What's up, people? This is Big Boss Calvin 83. I want to talk about this. I was listening and watching Cynthia G's video. I support her, on the Patreon. And I noticed this comes from a lot of women. And I'm not saying she never said she was like conscious, so-called black conscious. She's just aware of what things are going on. So, but I noticed with a lot of sisters who are conscious, who are speaking truth and talk about so-called black issues. What bothers me as a man, as a so-called black man, I like to call myself a man of color, is that they just, I don't know how to say it, how to put it in words. What bothers me and what I'm troubled by is that some of y'all women who have the audacity to ask why so-called black men don't stand up and be leaders in the community. Excuse me. Have y'all not been paying attention to what the fuck's going on? Y'all say y'all believe in, y'all believe in equality. Then y'all say y'all believe in patriarch. Which one is it? Because a lot of y'all sisters, even though some of y'all claim that you don't support feminism, but y'all use feminist so-called black feminist talking points. Y'all use feminist talking points. Y'all got a matriarchal mindset and attitude. I know nobody's perfect, so don't get me wrong. We have been brain raped with Caucasian supremacy. We have a lot of confusion between men and women, both men and women, because we always talk about the so-called black man, but you can't talk about the so-called black woman. And that's a sexist double standard. And there's a lot of misandry that's going on within our community. We talk about misogyny, but you people who are conscious, you so-called pro-black folks, you conscious folks, never talk about how men are victims of sexism within the so-called black community. We don't talk about gynocentrism. We don't talk about how women are more privileged than so-called black men within the community and society. And that's what frustrates me with a lot of women, that they don't acknowledge, they're dismissive about it, or they choose not to acknowledge it, or they're in denial about it. That's what bothers me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm troubled by. And that's why sometimes I understand why some brothers, date women, they choose to get with and date or fuck or do all the above, or marry a woman of a different ethnicity. Rather she's Caucasian, rather she's Asian, rather she's Latina, rather she's Arab, and so on. It's because it's scary getting with a sister, because let me just say this. We know that Caucasian female will turn on you in a heartbeat as men. Most of us understand that, but we'll take that risk and get with her. We know women of other communities can betray us, are capable of betraying us. But when a sister does it, it really hurts 100 times more. And I'll tell you why. Because y'all know the struggle, or are aware of the struggle of what we as men go through and deal with on a daily basis, but y'all have that same attitude as a Caucasian male. I'll say Caucasian male. There's 2 free people on the planet. Actually, there's 3 free people on the planet. It's a Caucasian man, a Caucasian woman, and then there's the Negro female. And sometimes it's the Caucasian male, it's the Negro female, and the Caucasian female. Sometimes the last 2, number 2 and number 3, it can be flip-flopped. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be. Sometimes the order can be reordered. You know what I'm saying? So-called black women had more freedom during slavery times and Jim Crow times. Even now, y'all have way more freedom, way more privileges than brothers. Let's keep it real. Y'all get jobs quicker than us. Y'all have more social programs, government programs. Y'all can get public assistance quicker than us. We don't even get, y'all get welfare, especially when y'all got kids. Y'all get a lot of shit. Grants, loans that you don't have to pay fucking back from the government. But y'all bitches talk about fucking oppression. And I'm not trying to say all women are bitches. I'm talking about bitches who are on that black feminist bullshit or claim to say they don't support feminism, but they got a feminist attitude and they use matriarchal talking fucking points. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Y'all talk about y'all the most educated women on the planet, but y'all so dumb. How, just because y'all got, I mean, let's talk about that. You know, I'm going to do a separate video on that so I can break it down, but I'm going to say it like this. If y'all so damn educated, so damn smart, why are you learning from a Caucasian man? Why are you relying on him to get knowledge when he ain't giving you knowledge? He's going to give you what that Caucasian male and female, that Caucasian people as a whole are going to tell you what they want you to know, not what you need to know. A lot of y'all sisters, a lot of you women, and a lot of us, the so-called black people, specifically to the women, y'all don't question what that man's saying. But if a brother tells you something, speaks truth to power, and drops knowledge, you have to question him. You got to double check. But with a Caucasian person, especially, a Caucasian female, but depending on the subject, or specifically a Caucasian male tells you something, y'all take it to heart. Oh, it's a fucking fact. Y'all don't question that motherfucker. And that motherfucker has been betraying y'all for years. You bitches, y'all bitches have been bedwenching with the Caucasian male, sleeping with him, sucking his dick, y'all let him eat your coochie. Y'all been fucking him, being in bed, and a lot of y'all sisters have betrayed brothers and got us lynched and killed with y'all, because every time we have tried to have a revolution, people, you got some race, you have a race traitor, female or male, running to massa and always tattletale on the men who's trying to get this revolution started. You know what I'm saying? It's always tattletale. You know what I'm saying? You got women who will run to mass. Y'all don't respect so-called black leadership. That's why a lot of brothers don't stand up and be leaders of the community, because y'all don't want to fucking listen. Now, if you're a woman and you don't have that kind of mindset, I'm not talking to you, baby. I'm not talking to you. So don't reply. If it doesn't apply, don't reply and don't reply, okay? If you're not that type of woman, you're not a Bedouin, you ain't a coonette, you're not a coon, you're not a handkerchief-head, Negro-peeing, mammy, Aunt your mama, backstabbing bitch. You're not an Aunt Thomasina. If you're not them type of sellout Negro-peeing females, bitches, if you're not a Bedouin, definitely, then I'm not talking to you, okay? So this should not offend you, okay? I'm talking to who needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? What I want y'all to understand is that when brothers try to come up with ideas, and we try to get women to fall in line, we have to fight. We have to fight 1,000 times harder and force you to listen, because you don't respect so-called black male authority. Same with the damn kids. Every time you got men who try to tell the kids something, especially sons, about the ways of life, y'all go behind our backs. Some of y'all, a lot of y'all, go behind our backs and undermine our authority. When the father says, "Son, you can't do this. You're not allowed to do such and such," or even if the son is on punishment, but then you women say, "Oh, I said you could do this. Oh, you can do that." You undermine and undercut a brother's authority, and that's why we don't get no respect. Y'all do that shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Men know what I'm talking about. If you got kids, women, especially when you have a daughter, when you tell her, "Hey, you can't wear this, you can't do that. I don't trust you going with that guy or hanging around with this group of people." The woman, the mother, the auntie, the other female relatives will help this daughter disobey daddy. Oh, but when she gets in trouble or she gets caught up in some bad shit, oh, it's the man's fault. It's the men in the community's fault, and it's the dad's fault because he didn't put his foot down when he did put his foot down. But every time we as men put our foot down to our women, say, "Hey, this is how it's gonna go. You need to follow my lead and such." Y'all call the cops on us. Y'all get us arrested or get us murdered by the damn cops. Okay? You get us removed from our fucking homes because you cry and make that, oh, he's violent, he's domestic violence and all that type of shit. Y'all pull that bullshit. Every time men are critical, oh, we could criticize so-called black men all day. Criticize them, put the blame on them. But the minute you talk about women and start criticizing women, I mean, you can criticize children to a degree, but the minute you start criticizing women, all hell breaks loose. The minute a brother says, like myself, I say it all the time, and the minute a brother like myself talks about what women are doing wrong and what women need to correct and holding women accountable for being part of the damn problem, all of a sudden, he's a misogynist, he's anti-woman, he's gay, he has issues with his mother. And then when brothers talk about why we don't date sisters or why we are cautious about getting married to sisters or getting married to women, period, y'all want to question our manhood. You want to question our maturity as men. Y'all try to use that shaming language. Oh, you're a boy. Why? Because I don't want to get fucking married? No, actually, no, I'm not. That's a mature decision because if you as a man understand the consequences and repercussions of getting married these days, and you know how divorce is at an all-time high, and you know over 80% of women file for divorce, initiate the divorce because thanks to no-fault divorce and feminism and child support. Y'all know y'all can get us kicked out of our own homes, even if we own a home and it's in our fucking name. And if it's both in our fucking names, you're gonna automatically get the fucking house. And we know damn sure if the house is in your name, the deed is to your name, whoo, you know we're fucked. We as men are fucked. You know what I'm saying? But every time a man tries to exert his dominance and his leadership, y'all talk about oppression. Y'all talk about that feminist bullshit. But women of other ethnicities are compliant and obedient to their fucking men. Caucasian women, despite them talking all that feminist garbage, they still listen and obey Caucasian males. The Caucasian male, their Caucasian male counterparts, and do what he says, and they submit to him. Same with Latino women. We know that for sure. Definitely know that from Asian women. They listen to their men, they're compliant and subservient and all that type of shit. Docile. Same with Indian women. You know, Arab women, you know damn sure that you know they will not argue. They will obey and shut the fuck up and listen to the man. But sisters, oh, the only man you will fucking listen to is a Caucasian male. And sometimes men of other ethnic men of color. But most of the time, you listen to a Caucasian male. And your excuse for that shit, for being a self-hating Negro-peeing coon of a bedwench, is the fact of the matter is, well, Caucasian man owns this and controls this and has that, and you niggas don't, and y'all have never accomplished nothing. Whoa. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. First of all, so-called black men have accomplished a lot and done so much for the world and done so much for this country, but y'all don't know that because y'all don't know your history. And if you do, you choose not to acknowledge it. You try to create this gynocentric black feminist narrative that, oh, the so-called black woman did this and did that and did this and did that, and the so-called niggas ain't shit. Oh, you carried us for fucking slavery. First of all, let me say that if that was fucking true, if y'all carried us for fucking slavery, I mean, first of all, we wouldn't be fucking slaves in the first place. If y'all are so damn strong and so stronger than us, then y'all would you would sacrifice your lives for us. We would not fight and die and protect women and children, okay? You women will die and protect men and children. Men have sacrificed their lives to protect women and children and made the greatest sacrifice. And, you know, men have done so much in fighting and sacrificing their lives, their bodies, you know, even speaking truth, standing up for something, and for the benefit of women and children. Y'all women have not done that shit. So shut the fuck up on that black feminist bullshit. Okay? Miss me with that crap. You know, so-called black men of color, are the greatest inventors, the greatest discoverers, the creators. We discovered a lot of shit. We have built a lot of shit. We were the ones in the fucking fields making this country wealthy. Known as America. Free K's, don't get it fucking twisted and don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And y'all sisters y'all were house niggers. Y'all were in Master's house. You were taking care of the kid, his kids and your kids, but mainly his kids. You were forced to breastfeed another woman's kids, which is the most inhumane thing to do to somebody. But y'all say that's an accomplishment and you wear that as a badge of honor. Y'all talk about, well, the Caucasian male loved us because he raped us. What? See, this is the post-traumatic slave Stockholm syndrome that I'm talking about. No, any man who rapes a woman is not out of fucking love, okay? Any person who rapes somebody is not out of fucking love. You know, y'all women, when women rape boys, when women rape men, I don't understand why they had to do that shit, because all they got to fucking do is open their goddamn legs and let dudes fuck her, okay? I don't understand why women are so desperate in raping men and even aggressive in targeting men and forcing men to have sex with them. I don't understand that shit, but okay. I guess it's because of the disconnect, and a lot of you women are lonely because a lot of y'all women have biological clock. You know what I'm saying? So your fertility time, is for your mid-teens all the way until your mid-40s. And some of y'all start menopause around 50. Some of y'all can have babies at 50, but I wouldn't do that shit, okay? If I was a chick, I wouldn't do that shit because that's putting your bodies at risk. But y'all biological clock is very limited. A man can be fertile from the time he becomes of age, become adolescence, his puberty, through his lifetime. Y'all women can't do that shit, okay? That men can do. And a lot of you women are noticing that shit. And that's why a lot of you women are going after men hard. Certain men. A lot of you women chase, over 80% of y'all chase less than 20% of the males, leaving the majority of men to be lonely and not have nobody. And you wonder why more of us are single today, because you women always want a dude on the fucking come up. That's what y'all do. That's what the majority of y'all do. Y'all want a dude on the fucking come up. All y'all want is a good looking dude. You want a lot of money. You want status and fame, and you want a dude who has power. Perceived power. That's a learned. Hypergamy for women is a learned behavior. Women learn that behavior because they're taught by their stupid ass mothers and stupid ass women in society in general. It's okay to be a fucking whore, a gold digger. It's okay to use men and exploit men for their own selfish benefit. Women are taught this. They're not born like this, okay? So I'm tired of you guys saying, well, women are born to be hypergamous. No, they're taught. I overheard conversations how women were when women were little girls at the time, before they started popping out titties and ass and curves and hips, that they were told, oh, get a man who's successful. Not get a man who loves you. Not get a man who respects you, cares about you, be down for you, who's honest and sincere. No, they don't give a damn if a man has good morals and a good heart. No, they want money, wealth. They want money. They want that wealth. They want that status. They want that damn power or perceived power. They want popularity, especially when the man is popular with women. That's why you got women going after dudes who already got girlfriends or who are already married. Or they're going after dudes who are actively have women in their lives, you know what I'm saying? As fuck buddies. You know, my main girls, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on here. Men are told, men are told, and as sad as this is, get with a good-looking chick by women, but y'all, if a dude goes for a pretty woman, an attractive woman, you call him shallow. But it's okay for y'all bitches to be fucking shallow, and be shallow. I mean, not just shallow, but overtly materialistic and greedy and fucking selfish. You know what I'm saying? Get with a man who got status, who got wealth, who got power or perceived power, who's popular. So you could benefit off of that, and then when you're sick and tired of being with him, then you want to dump him and move on to some other dude, or you want to get with some bum ass dude that you fucking rejected and didn't get the time of day, because now all of a sudden you realize that a person's heart, a man's heart matters. Somebody who's compatible with you matters. That hood rat type of shit that I can't fucking stand from a lot of you bitches. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucking frustrating as a man, as a brother, that we can't talk about the negative, the evil, treacherous shit that women do. Women are more treacherous than fucking men. It's fucking obvious. More wicked, more evil, calculated, and doing dirt and lying and covering it up. You got women who cheat, and you got other women who take up for that woman and blame it on the man. It's never y'all fucking fault. Y'all never take responsibility for a goddamn thing. And then when we do hold you accountable, y'all bitches can't fucking handle it. Y'all say, oh, you're always blaming women. Excuse me, but y'all always blaming men for shit. So what's the goddamn difference? Oh, it's okay for you to blame men for shit, but we can't blame y'all for shit that you actually have done. And we got evidence and facts to prove that you are guilty as charged. That's what gets me all hot and frustrated and bothered. And that bothers me, people. You know, you wonder why men don't stand up and be men and lead the community? Because a lot of you women don't respect that shit. Y'all don't want that shit. Oh, the only time, because when a dude like myself takes the lead and says, women, fall in line. Hey, I got a plan. I know what I'm doing. This is what we got to do. You need you to follow my lead and trust me. Oh, why should I? I'm more educated than you. I'm more smarter than you. And I'm got this and I got that. And you ain't got no money. You ain't cute. You ain't famous. And all that dumb shit. Bitch, please. When a woman tells me something, I don't give a damn if she's fucking homeless. If she's speaking some knowledge, I'm listening. I'm taking notes, especially about dealing with other women. I'm taking goddamn notes. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what the source, where you get your information from, as long as it's true, valid, and accurate, and the motherfucker can back it up with legitimate, concrete facts and sources. I don't care if a damn if the woman's not attractive. If she's telling me some shit that I need to watch out for, especially dealing with y'all bitches, I'm taking notes. That's what men do. We don't say, oh, I can't listen to you. I can't take your advice because you're bitter. You got daddy issues. Oh, you're mad because you can't get no dick. You know, you're broke. You're unattractive. It's like dumb. That's what you women do. That's what you women do to us men. Oh, we ain't cute. We don't own and control anything. We don't run shit. We don't have this and we don't have that. We ain't rich and famous, so we ain't gonna listen. That's how, and you wonder why motherfuckers, you wonder why the black community is so fucked up, because we're so materialistic. We try to be like Caucasian people, but the difference is with Caucasian people, they work together and get shit done. So-called black people, we as black people, we don't do nothing. All we do is fight and argue and bicker and try to be right. All we care about is our fucking ego, because we got low self-esteem. We're so egotistical, especially the goddamn women. And most of us has been raised by women. That's why you got a lot of feminized males. And not only that, you got a lot of girls who are trying to take on masculine roles because mama said, oh, you don't need a man. Don't listen to a man, but listen to that Caucasian male. Listen to Caucasian female. Be like her. But y'all women, y'all so-called black women, want to be like the Caucasian woman. You want the Caucasian male to accept you and choose you over his female counterpart, the Caucasian woman. And that ain't gonna fucking happen. You will always be the side chick. You'll always be a fucking lay. You'll always be considered the fuck buddy. You'll always be seen as a fucking fetish. Get over it. That's how it fucking is, bitch. That's how it is, bitch. That's how it is, bitch. That's how it is. God damn. I mean, why are y'all trying to get validation and acceptance from the people that you claim? Y'all talk about y'all hate the Caucasian female, but the thing, and you talk about he taking your men. First of all, bitch, I ain't your fucking property. She ain't taking none of that shit. Oh, I remember when Ann Vu, that Vietnamese bitch that I got into an argument with, you know, online when she was talking her dumb shit, talking about that feminist bullshit. She's an Asian chick. She's Vietnamese. You know, from Vietnamese, but she got Americanized and got corrupted with that feminist bullshit, and she fools her brothers, but even though she was of an Asian guy, you know what I'm saying, she's a single mother, I don't know what the hell is that what that about, but I don't understand why you fucking with brothers. Even with Asian women, some Asian women, they will go with Asian guys, then fuck with Caucasian guys for a little bit, and all of a sudden, then when they hit their biological clock, and no dude ain't checking for them, now they want to fuck with brothers. Same with Latina chicks. They fuck with their own men, or if not, or they fuck with Caucasian males, and all of a sudden, when they get sick and tired of being used and abused, now all of a sudden they want to run after so-called black men and save them from the bullshit, for the fucking baggage. Why do y'all women do that shit? So I guess that's a fucking pattern, because you got a lot of black women, being fucking bedwenches, swirling. Y'all promote swirling. Y'all talk about you're more loyal down with the community, but yet y'all bitches don't want to wear your fucking natural fucking hair. Y'all trying to lighten your skin with fucking makeup. Yeah, I noticed that shit. Or you trying to bleach your fucking skin and say, oh, I'm trying to get rid of the dark spots. What's the problem with that? Y'all try to look like Caucasian women. Y'all try to be like Caucasian women. You try to copy them. Everything they do, especially negative bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all women, it's like y'all promote swirling. Y'all talk about how to get with a Caucasian man. Y'all talk about the white man's the best. How is he the fucking best? Tell me how he's the best. What has he done? Because everything he got, it was stolen from the so-called black man. Everything he has and got he's stolen from other people, indigenous people, other ethnic people of color, and fucked them over. So how is he the best? Because he say he is, so you're going to just take it because he's in a position, even though he cheated and fucked and sucked his way to the fucking top. Like a bitch. Lie and deceive, and he murdered people, raped women and children, rape and pillage people, rape men, and destroyed nations, other parts of the world, to get what he got, to get what he has. But y'all talk about how great the Caucasian male is. Oh, Caucasian men treat so-called black women better. Now, if a brother says Caucasian women and women of other ethnicities treat us better, oh, y'all call us a fucking coon. Y'all call us a handkerchief head. Y'all call us weak. You call us a Negropean male. You call us gay. I don't understand that part. But I mean, how we're gay if you like women, but okay. I don't understand that part. You talk about we're self-hating, but y'all got self-hate issues. A lot of you women, I mean, y'all talk about, oh, you're more loyal, but y'all talking about swirling and promoting interracial dating. Brothers don't do that. We just do it. We just, most of the time when we're with women of other ethnicities, we just horny and just want to bust a nut. Because to get with a sister, you got to work hard to prove yourself, especially if you're a nice guy. And, oh, I'm not like the other men that broke your heart. I'm not going to try to break a woman down and get her to cry, be all vulnerable and all that shit. When you want to have a bitch fucking chill, I'm not going to talk to no bitch and try to convince her to like me, try to trust me. I'm not doing that shit. I am not, if a woman of another ethnicity, no matter who the fuck she is, opens her goddamn legs and say, or comes up to me and say, I want to suck your dick. You think I'm going to tell her no, or I want to fuck you? You think I'm going to tell her no? But at the same time, I'll be very cautious. I gotta check out your hygiene. I gotta make sure you smell good. I gotta make sure your coochie smells healthy and good. You gotta be cleansed. And I gotta know what the fuck you're doing. I gotta make sure you don't have no STDs, no diseases, or anything like that. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. And I'm also concerned, especially if you're dealing with a Caucasian chick, make sure you get it on camera, because these bitches are known to cry rape when they get caught fucking with a brother. And even though, I'll say just women in general, because women of other ethnicities, other women of color, you can't really trust them like that too, because they could betray you. And sisters, we know you can't. I mean, even though I'd rather deal with a sister or a woman or a woman of, I'd rather deal with a so-called black woman or other ethnic woman of color quicker than a Caucasian woman, because of the history, and that stuff. Because they are not, because feminism has enabled women to, we can have sex with dudes and then we cry rape. Or I was under the influence. Well, you took drugs, you got drunk. You knew how to fucking suck. You knew how to actually, some of you bitches drive cars and you're high and drunk or on your fucking period. That's why y'all I don't understand. And then all of a sudden you wonder why you get in so many car accidents, but you gotta bet your car insurance is at a lower your car insurance rate is lower than a fucking man. That is female privilege, because women are the worst drivers. Their driving skills ain't on point. From my experience, it's not that good. I trust a man to drive, or myself, to get from point A to point B quicker than a woman. Because some of y'all women take some crazy ass chances, okay? But my thing is, women, you get high and drunk and do all kinds of crazy shit. But when it comes to fucking you didn't know what the fuck you're doing. When it comes to doing some doing some calculated shit, whether you are under the influence or high, or you took some drugs or drunk, you know what the fuck you're doing. But when it comes to fucking, and then when you call getting fucking of a man or being a fucking whore, especially sleeping with a so-called black man, and then you want to cry rape. You know, it's fucking unbelievable. Oh, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I mean, I got to do a video on this Bill Cosby thing, because it's fucking ridiculous. These women knew what the fuck they were doing. Nobody forced. Bill Cosby didn't say, take these drugs and have sex with me. Okay? When you got women getting all high and drunk, but they're never responsible for nothing. Even when they get in car accidents, you can't hold a bitch accountable for killing a bunch of people or causing a major car accident. You got women, cooking and doing stuff and burning the goddamn house down. But that's never her fucking fault. You got women killing kids, killing her own children, murdering people, but it's never her fucking fault. Women are never responsible for nothing. Okay? They're never responsible for putting people in danger and putting their own children in danger and people around them, especially their family members, in danger with poor choices that they make, especially when it comes to choosing certain guys, when it comes to doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. The reason why most men don't want to stand up and be leaders of the community, because you get in our fucking way. You want to fight with us and argue, and you want us to have us prove our fucking selves. That's why some dudes say, this is why I date women of different ethnicities. Not just Caucasian women, but women of other ethnic women of color. Okay, because you have more brothers dating other women of you have more brothers not just dating Caucasian chicks, but you have a growing number of brothers who are fucking women of other ethnic women of color. More so. The fastest growing interracial dating population is so-called black men getting with Asian women, but nobody talks about that. Okay? But my thing is, because at the time I was a subscriber, and actually Lily, her name was Lily, she's married to that African dude. I don't know who she is. And she was talking about because she promotes Blasian couples, but that's her. But my thing is this: y'all sisters, when y'all have to finish, y'all fuck with mostly Caucasian dudes, and you fuck when it comes to fucking men of other ethnic men of color, it's kind of very low. And I'm not talking about marriage. I'm talking about fucking and dating and marriage all included. You women like to say, oh, you brothers, like we as so-called black men date Caucasian women in large numbers. No, not really. No. Are you going by what the media tells you? Because the media is misleading y'all. Okay, that's a fucking, they're just playing on so-called black women's and failures of lazy, degenerate Caucasian males' insecurities. Okay, pay attention to that shit. Now, because y'all fuck with Caucasian males more so than getting married to them, because you're always the side chick. Brothers, when we fuck with, it's easier for a so-called black woman to get a Caucasian male than a so-called black man to get with a Caucasian woman, because we got to deal with a lot of shit. And that's why sometimes when you look at the divorce rate between so-called black men and so-called white women, that's why the divorce rate is low, because he catch more hell and she catches hell and she can't deal with the adversity. So-called black women who are with Caucasian males is more acceptable, and they don't have to worry about the hell and the social pressures and the challenges, because you got Caucasian men stick together and they're backed up. They'll tolerate a Caucasian male stepping outside and dating women of other ethnicities quicker than a so-called black man. They don't want so-called black men to be with so-called black women. Black women, They don't want so-called black men to be with Caucasian women. They don't want so-called black men to be with Asian women, and so-called black men to be with Latino women and Arab women, and etc. You know why? But everybody wants to monitor and tell so-called black men who they cannot be with. And even if the sister is a so-called black woman, now if she's light-skinned and fine as hell, oh, he's cover-struck, got self-hate issues. How the fuck do you know? How do you know that? You're making an assumption. The problem with us as people, with some of you pro-black women and you simp-ass pro-black males, is that you always worrying about what brothers are doing. Why don't you get on sisters? You have sisters who are taking Caucasian male semen and inserting it in their fucking vagina just to have mixed babies. But y'all pro-black, you so-called pro-black Negro-pean dumbass Negroes, because truth of the matter, you so-called pro-black males, simps, and mangianas are so worried about what so-called black men are doing. When you want to police us, but you want to police so-called black women and her dating choices, y'all don't say nothing about these bitches choosing thugs over you, bad boys over you, drug dealers over you, men with money over you, not like the athletes. Y'all don't say nothing about so-called black women bedwenching with Caucasian males, or the ones who promote the swirling. Why come y'all don't say nothing about that? When I saw that video of that so-called pro-black simp, harassed that brother with that Caucasian woman in Harlem, I was like, what the fuck? I mean, but my thing is, if that same brother had if that brother saw a so-called black woman with a Caucasian man, would he do that same thing? Probably not. Because that Caucasian male and that sister would embarrass him, and they'll be like, mind your own damn business. And he'll be like a little bitch. And okay. Even if he's understands Caucasian supremacy, but there's a double standard. So-called black women can fuck whoever they want to fuck, but so-called black men can't. That's a double standard. But we don't address that shit. Because when so-called black women talk about, I want big babies, they're talking that shit. Brothers ain't talking that shit. Because from my lifetime, I know plenty of so-called black women that I went to school with talking about mixed babies, talking about when they get with Caucasian males, Hispanic males, Latinos, Asians, and talk about mixed babies. They're so fascinated with having mixed goddamn kids. Black men don't care about that shit. Men of color don't give a fuck with their baby about having mixed babies. All we want is a woman that accepts us and love us, and we just want to have a family and have a peace of mind. Peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Okay? But the double standards is fucking ridiculous. So-called black women can be a bedwench, fuck with Caucasian males, and she can still maintain her so-called blackness, but brothers can't. I don't understand the same difference. A salad is a fucking salad. Now, if you found somebody and you got with that person of a different ethnicity for the right reasons, because you truly love them and they truly love you and they care, but they also at the same time care about your issues as a so-called black person, and they actually against racism and Caucasian supremacy, or they're against colorism, or all the above. And they stand and they understand and are sympathetic and empathetic to your plight as a black person. They love you and they go to bat for you and defend you, even if their families don't like you, don't like so-called black people, but they defend you and check them. They say some out of pocket shit, and check their friends if they say some out of pocket shit, and they're down with you and they're there with you in the hard times. They truly love you and they sacrifice for you. Then I don't have an issue with inter-ethnic relationships. Then with interracial dating, y'all call it. Then there's no problem. If you're doing it for the right reasons, you're not doing it out of self-hate, or you got an inferiority complex, then I don't have no complaints. But if you're doing it for some coon shit, but if you are a fucking coon, you're a fucking Negro-pean, you got self-hate issues, and you just don't like the reflection of yourself, then you're wrong as hell. My thing is, when you got sisters talk about, I want to get pregnant by a Caucasian man, I want a sperm so I gotta have mixed babies. I don't know what's the outrage in that shit. I'm gonna do an article. I'm gonna do a video about that in a little bit when I get a chance, probably by the end of this week. And I'm just so sick and tired of the selective outrage. Most of you women don't want brothers to lead. Only time y'all want us to fucking lead when it comes to responsibility. When it's too damn late. When you want us to save you from your fucked up choices and poor choices and whatever you did in life. And and you choosing the wrong dude. You want men to be fathers to another man's kids. You had kids from you women have children from a previous relationship, rather be from divorce or a fucking breakup, you know. But you want that same so-called good black man to save and clean up the goddamn mess and raise your kids. And then when we try to raise your kids and discipline your kids that is not biologically ours, then you say, you're not his dad. Don't talk to him like that. Oh, that's child abuse. Bitch, we can't fucking win. We can't fucking win. That's why men don't, that's why you got men who avoid women who already have a ready-made family. That's why you have men telling other men, don't date a woman with kids, because when you try to be that father, she got a problem. Even if you have a good relationship with her child, with her children, she gets offended and gets mad because you're not paying enough attention to her. That's the bullshit you got to deal with. You're forced to deal with that shit when you make that decision. The reason why y'all so-called black men don't stand up and be the leaders of the community, because y'all sisters don't want to give up your power and sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up and get in the passenger seat. Y'all want to drive the car and go where you want to go, but then tell me, and then when I try to tell you, go here, go there, you're like, no, I'm driving this car. We're going to go where we want to go. And then when you get then all of a sudden, then when you get lost, it is my fault. Or you get in a car accident or crash the goddamn car, it's my fault. And you want me to pay for the damages. You want my car insurance to pay to fix your goddamn car that you fucked up because your driving skills suck. You women are terrible drivers. You want my car insurance to fix your goddamn car or give you a goddamn new car. You want me to pay for the damages and be liable for your fuck up. No. A lot of you women you kill me with that shit. You kill me with that bullshit. Talk about when you want us to leave. Then when men talk about what we got to do. Oh, you have no problem with me criticizing men and sometimes the children, but y'all have no issue with me criticizing the boys. But talk about the girls, talk about women criticizing women. Oh, hell no. Oh, we can't do that shit. No, fuck that shit. That's why men don't fuck with y'all. That's why so-called black men are like, fuck trying to save the so-called black community, because these bitches and shit and these dumbass kids, bratty ass kids don't want to fucking listen to a man. They have no respect. They have no respect for male authority, black male authority. Oh, but you trust Caucasian male authority, Caucasian male and female authority. You trust everybody else outside of the so-called black community authority. But when it comes to the so-called black man leading, well, no, we just want you to be responsible, but don't lead us. And a lot of you women don't like black male leadership. Y'all don't believe in male leadership. A lot of you women, you so-called conscious sisters, are really fucking feminists or former feminists, but y'all still hold on to these black feminist ideologies, these feminist ideologies. A lot of you women are undercover feminists. Excuse me. Trust me, so-called black men out there, don't trust these women when they, because a lot of these so-called conscious sisters are feminists or former feminists, or they once were a feminist, but now they still hold on to their stupid ideologies and have matriarchal minds that they're matriarchs. They just want men to do all the dirty work, and they reap the benefits of our blood, sweat, and tears and labor and struggle and pain and suffering. Fuck that shit. That's why men ain't doing this shit. Every time we try to build a community, y'all same sisters are always trying to sabotage us and bring us down and blame us for it. When men talk about we need to get our kids in line, we need to get the women to follow us and listen to us. Oh, y'all, and then when we try to put stuff together and say, oh, can you give me a drink? Can you make me a sandwich while I build this building? While I get shit in order? Can you cook for me? Can you fuck me when I'm on break? Can you suck my dick? Oh, can I suck your toes? Can I lick your feet? Can I suck on your titties? Can I do all that? Can I do that shit? No, as a reward for my hard work. You like, hell no, I ain't that type of chick. I ain't that type of chick. Well, who do you think I am? Oh, but you're that type of chick for everybody else. You're that type of chick for Ray Ray and Pookie. You're that type of chick for that Caucasian male.
You're that type of chick for for men of other ethnicities. Oh, you're not. I mean, oh, but when it comes to a good brother, oh, we don't deserve shit. We need to respect you. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck y'all on that dumb shit. The reason why brothers don't stand up and lead the community because y'all sisters don't want us. Every time a man does stand up, y'all tear him down. When Bill Cosby started criticizing women, y'all went ape shit. Even though he criticized men. And I disagreed with his criticism because he did not understand the root of the problem. But y'all threw Bill Cosby underneath the bus. Oh, but some of you women are defending Bill Cosby because he's a celebrity. But meanwhile, you got average brothers who don't have Bill Cosby's money and status. We all don't defend us when he got these racist Caucasian females lying on us. Oh, y'all don't. And it kills me about how loyal y'all sisters are. Why don't you go after the Caucasian bitch and fuck her up and beat her fucking ass? Because men can't go after women and beat them up and kill them because you don't hit a woman. That kind of dumb shit. I mean, but thanks to feminism, that's what the shit that's what happens. When Joe Mixon defended himself against a racist bitch who slapped him and punched him, and then he defended himself and knocked her out. Oh, y'all sisters say, oh, he should have never hit a woman. And then same shit that happened with that football of another college football player that lost his scholarship. He's from from Baltimore, Maryland. When the bitch kicked him in the fucking nuts and tried to punch him, he knocked her out. Y'all sisters didn't defend him. Y'all say he was fucking wrong. Y'all said he was wrong. And some of you pro-black Negroes said he was fucking wrong. Oh, you shouldn't hit a female. Fuck that shit. If a woman puts your hand, to you men out there, if a woman tries to put her hands on you, you have a right to defend yourself. Fuck that chivalry bullshit. Because these same bitches want to be equal to a fucking man. They want to be seen equal to a man. They want equal pay. They want to go to school and get a house and get a car like a fucking dude. They want to they want to be like do men shit. Well, but they don't want to be treated like men. They still want to maintain female privilege. Fuck that. You women want equal pay. You want the same opportunities as men. You want to work in male dominant arenas. You want to do manly things. You want to be like one of the guys. Guess what? We're going to treat you like one of the guys. If you want to be a woman and be treated like a fucking woman, stay in your goddamn lane and stay in your goddamn place. I don't give a fuck if you think that's sexist. You cannot have it both ways, bitches. You can't. Men don't stand up and protect women and children and stand up for the community because women don't want us to do it. Because every time a brother tries to stand up and speak his mind and do things, y'all same bitches get in our fucking way. When we try to get these kids to wake the fuck up and wise up and hold them accountable, y'all have a problem with that, especially the daughters, especially the girls. Even when we try to talk to other men and men try to mentor these young men out here, y'all say, oh, don't say that. Oh, why are you so hard on him? Because he's a man. And then when we try to be hard on the girls and the young women and watch out for certain things and don't do certain things. Oh, don't say this. She could do whatever she wanted. She could do whatever she wants. She's a woman. That's so sexist and that's chauvinistic. Get the fuck out of here and shut the fuck up, bitch. Sit your ass down somewhere. Man. This shit burns me up, people. And every time we try to talk, oh man, you need to stand up and do this. You need to know how to do this and that. Y'all say he don't have to do that. And then we try to warn them about certain females and how treacherous some women are, or a large majority of them are. We try to talk to them about marriage and what you got to do as a man. Oh, you want to call us misogynistic, anti-woman. Bitches, y'all can't have your cake and eat it too. Then bitch about you gaining fucking weight. Sit your ass down somewhere and shut the fuck up. That's why men don't stand up, because every time we do this, some bitches want to sabotage what we're trying to do for the revolution, because women don't want to sit down and take the subordinate role. They don't want us to they don't want us to be compliant. They don't want to be cooperative. They don't want to be subservient. But don't listen to everybody else but the so-called man, specifically the so-called black man. Even if I'm speaking truth to power. I'm dropping knowledge. I got facts. I got proof. I got everything. I got experience. But y'all don't want to hear me out. You don't want to hear us out. Even dudes who got more qualified than me, y'all still don't want to listen to those dudes, because it's not what you want to hear. Because you don't want to hear the truth. You want to hear what you want to hear. You just want us to take all the goddamn blame. But the minute we hold you accountable for your shit, even like 25% of it, we're always blaming women. Bitches, y'all need to shut the fuck up. You fake ass, fraudulent, pro-black bitches, you black feminists need to shut the fuck up. And then you say, how come we don't protect the black woman? Because every time we try to protect the so-called black woman and warn her about certain things and not to do certain things, and don't put yourself in situations, and don't put yourself in harm's way, and don't put yourself in a compromised position where you can't fight back and defend yourself, and to avoid certain situations, y'all women say, oh, I don't need no man. There ain't no man gonna tell me what to do. I can do whatever I want to do. And you should respect my opinion. You should respect, and people should respect what I gotta do. Let me tell you something, bitches. The world does not revolve around your dumb self-entitlement having ass. You bitches got a false sense of entitlement. You think men owe you shit. Men owe you a living. No, we don't. We don't owe you nothing. Just like y'all don't owe us nothing. So have several damn seats, sit down and shut the fuck up. Because every time we try to protect our women, we as brothers try to protect our sisters from Caucasian supremacy and racism, and try to protect our women from these other groups, these other brown people, these other ethnic groups of color, who are culture vultures too, and like to exploit the black woman, especially these Arabs and Indians. All of a sudden, when we try to warn, especially when we try to warn sisters about that Caucasian female and that Caucasian male fucking them over, and then you're gonna get then we warn them, oh, you don't tell me what to do. I can do what I want to do. I don't need no man. You ain't my daddy. We gotta deal with that shit. And then when y'all get your nigger moment and get your wake up call, and then you realize that, hey, that dude don't respect you and don't respect you as a so-called black female, and then you want us to fight your battles. No, bitch, you're on your goddamn own. When I try to warn you about don't do this and don't do that, watch out for this, you should do this and do that, you argued with me. You were dismissive. You told me to shut the fuck up and stay in my lane and go and mind my own goddamn business. Well, bitch, I'm going to mind my own goddamn business now. Same with protecting you. I ain't protecting a bitch who does dumb shit after I told her and warned her about don't do certain things, and I told her what you should do so you could not go through this heartache. But y'all didn't listen. But you women don't listen. When I say don't date with these thugs, don't get with these thugs, don't get with these bad boys. Hey, don't be a side chick. Don't be fucking with married dudes. Oh, watch out for those Caucasian males because they see you as a fetish. And then when you get burnt and dogged the fucked out by these dudes, then you're crying. Now you're a single mother, and we say maybe you shouldn't get an abortion. Oh, I don't agree with an abortion. And then you had the baby. Then you talk about the dude that ain't paying child support. Well, actually, you don't really owe you because you chose to lay up with him. You chose to have his baby when you had birth control. I don't know why some of you women think if you have a baby, that dude's going to stay. He ain't going to stay, especially if he's shiftless. Why don't you get with a good man who's on point, got his shit together, and stick with that man and build with that man? No, you don't want to be controlled. That's the dumb shit I'm talking about. We say, women, you should try to make you should get with a good man and do what he says and be compliant and work with him and keep the family going. Y'all don't want to do that because you don't want to be told what to do. That's the shit. That's why brothers don't want to stand up and lead and be the head of the so-called black community, because the so-called black community is run by fucking bitches. A lot of dumbass women and a bunch of gay males and females and effeminate males who always pandering to the so-called black woman. And the so-called black woman is a Caucasian supremacist, and she always want to assimilate and be accepted by Caucasian people when they don't give a fuck about her. And she wants to fit in with other groups and try to get those other groups to like her, but they actually don't take her seriously, especially Caucasian people. I hope I made sense. I know I didn't mean to go off on this rant, but I get frustrated when I hear women. I mean, I'm not trying to criticize Cynthia G or women like Cynthia G and other women who are on that conscious shit. I don't know much about China Fox, but I heard she's a black feminist. Even though she speaks truth to power, she makes some good points. But my thing is to you women out here, like Cynthia G and China Fox and all the other sisters who are on this so-called black revolution. You gotta listen to us men. You gotta let men be men. Y'all women, and we'll let you be women. Because y'all say you have to take masculine roles. No, you don't. No, y'all choose to take those roles. Because y'all make shit hard for yourselves because you're hard headed. We as the so-called black community, we as so-called black people are hard-headed. We have a hard time listening to other black people, particularly so-called black men. We'll listen to a woman, we'll listen to a Caucasian person, we'll listen to a Latino person, an Asian person, an Arab person, but we want to listen to our own people because out of jealousy, because we want to be right. But all that egotistical bullshit, oh, y'all put that to the side and listen to everybody else. Especially you women. Y'all have a problem listening to so-called black men. I think it's because of Caucasian supremacy and feminism when they told women, oh, we'll give you public assistance, but you can't have the man in the house. You know what I'm saying? That fucked shit up. And then men not getting jobs, getting opportunities, men being denied business loans and all types of shit. Men have denied opportunities, and then since the man cannot do things and can't provide and take care of the women and children, then the woman and then they were giving women the jobs and giving her houses, the cars, and all that shit, and then no fault divorcing, and then you got these Caucasian bitches telling the so-called black woman, oh, you don't need a man, don't listen to your man, he's oppressing you, which is fucking bullshit. But this bitch talking about fucking male oppression, the biggest misogynist, the biggest male misogynist, the biggest male chauvinist and misogynist is the Caucasian male. But y'all women, Caucasian women, and all you ethnic women of color, and you women of color, black women, always love listening to the Caucasian male because of who he is. Because you think he's superior, because a lot of you women have an inferiority complex. I have an inferiority complex, and since you think this Caucasian male got power, but actually he has perceived power, and he got status and wealth that is actually stolen, oh, you're gonna listen to him. And you think because he got money and status and shit like Donald Trump, y'all talk about Donald Trump, but y'all love Donald Trump at the same damn time. You think he cares about you and gives a fuck about you. Guess what? Men with money, wealth, men with money and power and status and popularity don't give a damn about you women. You're nothing more than a fucking side chick. You're nothing more than a fucking fetish. You're nothing more. He just uses y'all women to bust a nut in. When will y'all women wake the fuck up? Like this, a lot of you women need to take responsibility for being part of the goddamn problem of the reason why the so-called black community is fucked up and in a fucking shithole. A lot of y'all need to take responsibility for buying into that feminist crap that had nothing to do with you. A lot of you women have daddy issues. A lot of you women grew up without fathers. A lot of you women make poor choices, and now you got trust issues. A lot of you women need to look in the mirror and check yourself. Okay? Y'all tell the men to check themselves, and a lot of you women need to understand that when a man criticizes you, he ain't doing it out of hate, okay? He's doing it out of love. Most men who love women will tell women the truth, regardless, okay? So stop being in your fucking feelings because you got an ego problem. You got a problem accepting constructive criticism. That's part of being an adult. I mean, you gotta accept criticism, and you gotta take the blame for what you have done to contribute to this fuckery out here. But a lot of y'all ain't gonna hear me. Y'all not gonna listen. But the choices are either listen to the men who are telling the truth and ask us men questions. But a lot of y'all don't want to do that because you're not gonna like what you want to hear. You're not going to like you're not going to like the answer. So my thing is, so if you want to be right, well, here it is. Well, guess what? But don't complain when you keep losing. Don't complain when you're losing. When the coach tells you we're losing because you're not doing this and that, you're not getting back on defense. You're not passing the ball. But y'all still want to do what the hell you want to do, even though the coach told you you should do this, you need to do this and do this and that, so we can beat this team of Caucasian supremacy. But y'all don't want to do that. So if you lose the game, it's on y'all. It ain't the coach's fault. So y'all need to grow up and accept responsibility. And that's why men don't stand up and lead the community, because y'all bitches don't fucking listen. Because you don't want to run shit and be right. So you need to check yourself and check your fucking ego. And actually, you should have confidence. Develop that shit. Do something about that. Peace.